Ready. Racing. Electric Rose began pretty well from the inside, gathering momentum shortly after the start. Rising Commodity the first to leave. Dadira jumped well, so did Dan Goat. God's Dream rushing forward. Behind those, Amelia's Picante. She's a Classy Chicks in the first half of the field early on. Getting back is Heart Trader, being followed then by Contento Boy. And they're being followed further back in the field by Bazoom. Dragged back from its wide gate. The last couple included the well-tried Uni Queen, and dropping out last of all is Feels Danish at the 650, and Rising Commodity over on the inside shows the way. Rising Commodity a half a length on the debutante Dan Goat, going around them, then making a line of three here. God's Dream on its back, then She's a Classy Chicks on the inside. Next of all, coming to the turn is Electric Rose, which is held up for the moment. Back behind those then came Dadira, who got shuffled back there when the field cornered for home, and racing to the lead now shortly after straightening God's Dream. She's a Classy Chicks, and look at Bazoom right down the outside. It's coming with a great finishing run with 100 left to go. Bazoom put them away. Dashes clear. The money is spot on the mark. Bazoom 11 into $6 and cruises in. Bazoom beat She's a Classy Chicks. The other one they back, Uni Queen, rattled to the line. Got home strongly in front of Heart Trader probably. In behind those, Amelia's Picante, Dadira, then came God's Dream, followed by Electric Rose. A good margin to Contento Boy, followed back behind those by Feels Danish. Rising Commodity had knocked right up to finish back there towards the rear in company with Dan Goat. Well, it promised to do something. The money was spot on. Bazoom, handled by a good one in a trial recently, and this is won brilliantly from back there near the tail of the field. Morton, who's got the knack of producing them first up, ridden by Brad Parnham, setting sail after the leaders out near the middle of the course. And Bazoom finishing right over the top of She's a Classy Chicks. Got a lovely drag into the race in the 3 deep line, ridden by William Pike. Nine's run third, Uni Queen, the other one they back, so the punters certainly getting it right here in the second. And back there, fourth home, 13 Heart Trader in front of 11 Dadira, its stablemate. 10, 5, 9, 13. One length by 1 3/4. 1:12.58 is the time. 36.56 the concluding 600. Bazoom by Safeguard from Zaboom. Race by Luke Morton, Enzo Gianotti, MG Burrows, AJ Anderson, T Conroy, Fred Fairthorne Jr., M Cruz and P Clark. Winning rider Brad Parnham. Second home, She's a Classy Chicks, a Safeguard filly from Radical Critique, David Harrison, William Pike. And third goes the way of 9, Uni Queen, a Universal Ruler, Delta Jane filly, Justine Erkelins and Kira Yule. So Safeguard stamps the Quinella here in the second event on the card. Third race today, the Carbine Club of WA Maiden, a field of 11 in the next as we head down to Brittany in the yard. Well, it was certainly an eventful build-up, equally so. It was an eventful finish too, with Bazoom producing a pretty impressive performance, having its first start from back there near enough towards the tail on the corner.
Certainly was. It was so much happening pre-race, Danny, a big delay as well. And for any horse, it's hard to handle, let alone one on debut. Is she the kind of filly that has the constitution that was always going to sort of handle that pressure on her first race outing?
Oh, she's a bit highly strung herself, so you never know till they get out there and sort of get it right. But I think it's a fair plus when you train here on the track for the 2-year-old. So they're used to coming here every day, you know, so it's not all, you know, foreign to them. So probably stood her in good stead, that fact.
This morning you're on radio. You said that you had a fair opinion of her, but was just concerned about the gate. How confident were you going forward when you were able to watch the race and could see that speed up forward, whereabouts you were?
Yeah, it was an awkward gate for her, but, you know, we've got, like I said, but, you know, we do have a fair opinion of her, and I thought if we ride her a bit conservative, she'll get the right drag up. She should be hard to beat, but, you know, they've still got to get out there and all, you know, first starting a race and get it all right, and so does your hoop, but yeah, it just panned out nicely for her.
I saw one L. Morton in the ownership, and I was thinking it must be your father, Len, but as it turns out, it is your son, Luke, and this was a present for his 21st. What a gift. Yeah,
no, it was a little gift for his 21st. It's the first one he's had ownership in, so I I was probably on a hiding enough myself coming out. I was probably going to get a fair spray if I didn't get it right. So luckily we ticked that box for him.
Did you put him in the horse before or after you knew it could already gallop?
No, before. No, before. So I don't know if he chose that one or whatever. I can't remember how that panned out. But no, good apart from Luke. Yeah, super group of owners in this one. Kath and Enzo Giannotti have trained, owned horses with me since I started training and prior to that, before when I was riding. So it's nice group of owners.
What's next for her?
Nothing really planned, to be honest. Just that was a nice soft win for her first up. So hopefully it looks like she's got a fair bit of upside.
In terms of distance, could you get over further?
That was 1200 first start, which is not, it's not an easy thing to do for him. But yeah, you'd like to think in time she'll get a bit further.
Nice debut, well done.
Thank you.
Danny Morton there. Congratulations to Luke Morton as well. His first share in a racehorse is a winner. Brilliant debut performance by Bazoom. And Brad Parnham jumps off the scales and he'll be catching up with Scott.
We will try and get a word with Bradley Parnham. He's just heading in to have a chat with some connections that are pretty keen to see him after the debut victory of Bazoom. So hopefully we can get a word from Bradley and then he can share the same information. Brad, first impressions of this filly?
Yeah, look, the horse has got a lot of raw ability, and that's probably why she won today. I think sort of early in the race, I was a little bit off the bit and I tried to travel up onto Pikey's back just before we started cornering, but I couldn't actually get there. So I thought I was in a little bit of trouble around the corner. I got flushed a bit too wide, but once we balanced up, it really went into another gear. Started going past them really good, and then late it stargazed, so yeah, it was a good win.
What about in the next? You've got Wonderkind drawn the inside.
Yeah, it was actually a much improved run, I thought, last start on its start before, so it's drawing the good gate. We'll probably sit just behind him, and if it can run as good as it did last start, it should be right about the place.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Let's get a word from Luke Morton and see how you're feeling. First winner as an owner, how does it feel?
Yeah, it's pretty sweet feeling that. I enjoy the ownership side of it. Yeah, it's good.
Did your dad put you in this horse, or did you get to pick which one you went into?
No, I got chucked in that one. It was a present. It was, pretty lucky. Poor Bullfed hasn't had some real fast ones, more bush horses, but this one looks a good hope.
Okay, well, this is pretty lucky. If you go your first ever racehorse and you're already a winner at Ascot, hopefully it's onwards and upwards.
Yeah, hopefully. Cheers.
There's Luke Morton after his first winner as an owner, a gift for his 21st birthday. Fairly a lucky present, that is for sure. And it's Bazoom who defeats, she's a classy chicks who didn't want to come back into the mounting yard. So if we sounded distracted while chatting to Danny Morton, that was why, because William Pike was calling for a bit of assistance. And all these horses today a bit stirred up. Not sure what's going on, but inexperienced horses, these 2-year-olds just causing a bit of a stir. So it's been an action-packed first 2 races, race 3 in 21 minutes.